Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi Nengi. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on your favorite podcast, a pro-African, pan-African podcast, King Said So. Guys, today we're speaking about the champions, the rugby champions, the Springbok. The Springbok have went to France, conquered everyone, beat New Zealand like nobody's business, survived with 1 point against England, survived with, we just did the best that we could do. And it looks like the gods were on our side this time around. Our ancestors were on our side. The God, mighty God, was on our side. And we just managed by the skin of the teeth, just managed to drag ourselves from the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final itself just by 1 point. And the big thing that I was pointing out, I think, also misunderstood on the last video I did with the Springboks, when I said the unity behind the national team of South Africa, the rugby national team. It is a unity that is not a true reflection of what South Africa is currently, or has always been about. Understand? There is no unity between African brothers, white, black, Indian, and whatever. We saw with the July unrest how many, when the Indians took their guns and killed people in Phoenix. We see it every day with the Afrikaner people building white-only towns in Africa, being it Orania or Kleinfontein, fatherland. It is like that. There is no unity in Africa, in South Africa especially. But when it comes to sports, because we all love sports, we all love music, sometimes those things brings us together for a moment. And for a moment, some African brothers and sisters think, they say it makes them forget. I'm not sure if they are saying their differences, or it makes them forget their pain, or what is it that they think this sports unity brings to Africa itself. I said the same unity that we have. I did not say let us not have this unity. When the Bafana wins, Banyana wins, or Chad Leclerc wins in the pool, whatever, we need to celebrate all of us as South Africans, because it is a beautiful thing to have a gold medal, a silver medal, a bronze medal. Fanny Kerk is running, whoever, Oscar Pistorius is shooting his girlfriend, whatever it is that we need to celebrate as a country, let's celebrate it. You understand? Not that we celebrate Oscar's killing. Please don't misquote me now. But you know what I was saying. It is good to have those moments of unity in the country. But what I hate, and what I'm speaking against, is taking that unity and trying to say, wow, South Africa is a rainbow nation. We love each other in South Africa. And he's showing all of these clips of South Africans hugging each other. I said, let's have the same type of energy when we speak about land. When we sit down and say, okay, here's the land issue. Let us see all Africans, white, black, Indian, colored coming. The colored saying, listen, we need the land. There's a piece of land there owned by one white man. Can we also have a piece of that land? And that one man standing up, he says, listen, I've got 10,000 hectares. It's fine. I'll give you guys 5,000. Because I'm farming here, I'll give you guys 5,000 there. That is the type of unity I'm talking about. Let's have that type of unity, where a mine owner would say, I am a mine owner. I'm eating away from the benefit of what the soil of this country, the minerals of this country can provide. So I am willing to give 60% of my profits back to the people who live and work in the community of the mines. Simple like that. You come to, you guys know Kimberley is one of the towns known for its diamonds. Kimberley known for its diamonds. Kimberley started mining in the early 17 something, 18 something. Don't even want to fumble the numbers. But Kimberley, the diamonds of Kimberley are in the British store room, or whatever they call it, vault, and they are on the crown of the British um, empire. They are everywhere in the world. Everyone knows that Kimberley, South Africa, gave you the top diamonds. We've got the biggest man-made diamond mine in the world. The big hole. Everyone knows the big hole. Okay, but you come to this town, you'll be embarrassed, and you will ask yourself, what did the Beers do to develop? Excuse me, this town after stealing, after looting all of these diamonds from this town. You ask yourself those type of questions, and you can't come to an answer because they did nothing. They never built a single school. They never built a single house. They never built a single clinic. They never built a single nothing. They looted us altogether. So I don't like these fake unity things that are happening. And as I was just browsing through my Facebook, I saw Tian Theron. And I'm going to get to the tour of the Springbok, because also that is pure rubbish. But anyway, this Tian Theron, just a bad combination of name and surname. Tian Theron said on Facebook, he highlighted Ramaphosa and Erasmus. Is it Erasmus? Rassi's team. Yeah, I think it's Erasmus' team. I'm not sure who's the Springbok coach. I think that's him or whatever. I'm not sure. But I'm saying he highlighted the two when President Ramaphosa lifted the cup, and Rassi was there at the back, allowing the boys to enjoy the moment of lifting the cup. We know that the cup is always lifted by the captain, but after the captain will then give it to the president. That happened to Mandela, and I think is this not the second time that Cyril is lifting this cup? I think it's the second time. So he says, Tian, this useless Tian, he says the difference between Cyril's essay and Rassi's team. You see, now he's separating Cyril Ramaphosa's South Africa and Rassi's team. That's what he's saying. This is the people that you guys want to unite with. They just want to show you your stupidity. He says the first one makes laws and use them to steal other people's stuff. That is Cyril Ramaphosa. He makes laws and use them to steal other people's stuff. The second one, working hard and sharing his success with others. You can't compare the two. These are the people that you guys are saying, no, King, leave these white people. They are fine. We are united, whatever. These are the people that you guys are talking about. And when I keep on telling you always, these people don't want to unite or do anything with you guys. After the rugby team has played, after anything, after we go back to reality, they don't want to mix. They go back to their big suburbs. They go back to their big farms. They go back to they don't want to help anyone. You go to the farms, you find that they are not paying people minimum wages. They are using our Zimbabwean, Mozambican, Lesotho brothers to pay them minimum peanuts. And I'm speaking out of experience because I worked as a foreman in one of the farms here in Rietrivier in South Africa. I mean, in Northern Cape, just 35 Ks, 40 Ks away out of Kimberley. I worked there for 3 months as a foreman, a site supervisor, if you like. And what I saw there, I couldn't last there. I had to leave that farm. I reported the things, the criminal dehumanizing of people there, and nothing happened. But anyway, now the Springboks, they come back with keep that unity in mind, with that unity in mind to say we are united as Africans and all of that. And they say they're going to have a tour to share the winning moment, the trophy with South Africa. But then what do they choose? They choose three cities, three places in Gauteng. They choose Cape Town. They choose Eastern Cape and Durban. That's all. They choose Pretoria. They choose Johannesburg. Of course, they choose Soweto. They choose Cape Town. They choose Durban, and then they choose Eastern Cape. I'm sure they're going to East Port Elizabeth and not Gqeberha. Speaking under correction. Why is it that they did not choose Northwest, Northern Cape, or Free State, Limpopo, or not even Mpumalanga? Mpumalanga, I believe, in the squad of the Springbok national team, they've got three players from Mpumalanga. Speaking also under correction, but I think I'm right. Why is it they could not choose Free State? Because when you choose Free State, you can argue that some of the people of Northwest are not too far from Johannesburg. People from Klerksdorp, Potchefstroom, some other people. They're not too far from Mahikeng. They're not too far from Joburg. They can drive to Joburg if they really want to see this cup and see people on a bus on the cup. But people of Northern Cape and Free State, Bloemfontein and Northern Cape and Kimberley, too far from everything. So why don't you choose Bloemfontein and then make the people of Northern Cape, which is the least populated province, but the biggest province in South Africa, to drive to Free State maybe. Let's continue with this unity spirit that we were talking about. Let's continue. So for me, I saw a lot of people complaining, and I thought again, after you have won the World Cup, would you want to drive the whole of South Africa? How long will it take? How much more money do they have to spend on guest houses, hotels, and all of that? I'm at a point where I kind of understand, or not kind of understand. I don't really care. I don't really care. Um, we will never be treated equally. The other provinces will never be treated equal to Gauteng. Forget about Gauteng has got 15 million people. Don't you ever think you'll compare yourself with Gauteng. Ever. Don't get it out of your mind. Gauteng has got a lot of people there. So majority of the thing, they've got the facilities, they've got the most important people there. So who are we to complain? Northern Cape, who comes from Northern Cape? Nobody. Who cares about Northern Cape? Nobody. It was the work of the provincial, the premiers of each province to fight for that trophy to come to their province. They never did. So who am I and who are you? Who am me? Who are we to complain about this thing? It is what it is. But I would say again, after the trophy has toured these four provinces, Western Cape, Eastern Cape, KZN, and Gauteng, it's back to reality for you South Africans. It's back to reality because you love it so much to be united with white people. You love it so much, and I'm so happy to see that you do have the spirit of uniting. I just wish you could do it more with your African brothers and sisters. I just wish you could do it more with your African brothers and sisters. You know how in America they have African month. I think it's in February. I think, yeah. I think it's in February to remind them that they are Africans. So what a stupid month. But anyway, it's better than nothing. African month, where it's just a reminder that, by the way, you're not from here. Yeah. Right. Guys, we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Please make sure that you do subscribe. It's free. Clicking the subscribe button is literally free. If you like things like African poetry, African unity, African everything that has to do with African love, Pan-Africanism, this is the right channel. You are at home. You are at home. Click the subscribe button, click the like button, and leave your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me what do you think about the Springbok tour and everything. I was actually very sick for the past 2 days. At least I had some videos to post yesterday, whatever, but I was sick. I did not shoot content for 2 days. But your boy is coming back strong. Coming back strong. Thank you guys. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up and do the best so that God can do the rest. I salute you.